tumble down into the sea below. Rush everyone with the face. Back of records all the time. This is your blade. This is your lifetime. This is your final fight. This is your blade. This is your lifetime. This is where it ends.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and hello, friends. Welcome to the show. I am Raz. That is Stephen, also known as Noms Giant 74. And as you can see, we got some new video for the intro. How are you, Stephen, my friend?
I'm doing good, buddy. How you been doing?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Just keeping myself busy with work. It's been absolutely crazy. Life in general has been nuts. So, what about you?
Been doing all right, buddy. Just been chilling. Been crappy weather for past week here, northern Mississippi. Had about 6 inches of snow, and then we got a bunch of rain coming in there, and it's just, yuck.
Yeah. We've already had a few comments with DM and Kai coming into the chat already. Kai not getting jump scared as soon as the song started. DM asking who it was that did this. And where is that one there? Me confirming who it is. Yeah. And then Kai asking if he's if we can do a collab sometime. I am down for that. And Stephen has got 5 inches
Pretty
this
much
week.
Kai being Kai.
And it also snowed. There you go. You are getting the penis jokes out of the way right before we start, so might as well. As you know, guys, sound off in the comments if you have anything to say about the show tonight and your opinions on things. We will get started pretty much straight away. Overall, what did you think of the show, Stephen?
I enjoyed the show. It's a good show. Couple of good matches. You know, one I wasn't too care for, which we will talk about later on.
Yep. I think we definitely got into back to more of an AEW style in this show.
Mm-hmm.
We're still keeping some stories, but we're going with more of the sports style look to the show and to the matches themselves. So I think it's definitely going back to that that AEW feel of the early years. Kai with the big questions and asking DM, did DM hit that like button? But, yeah, let's get right into it. Start the show with Samoa Joe. And we get a Samoa Joe talking about how the rankings are back and that basically now everybody has to earn their spot and earn their position. Then we get Hook coming out. What did you think of this whole segment?
It was all right. Hook just wanted to shake his hand, you know, and pretty much Joe was being a good heel.
I liked the idea here of Hook coming out, even though he got his ass kicked last week. I like the idea that he's come out and basically said, I wasn't ready, but in the future, I'm
Mhm.
coming for that title again. I think it puts Hook in a great position, and still gives Joe the fact that he was a strong match for Hook.
Yeah, it's a good match with Hook last week, and
Yeah.
it's gonna make Hook look even more stronger in the near future. He'll
Yeah.
get another title match soon in the near future.
I
If he
think we're going
decides
to.
if he decides to stay in AEW though.
Yeah, I think if they're smart, they book him to build him up again to a world title contender match.
Mhm.
Is he going to be a world champion this year? No, not in
No.
my eyes. But he is. He's got plenty of years left in him. So
He's like, I'm comparing Hook to Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. They're gonna need more. Well, both of them gonna need more, time in the ring.
yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. We definitely need more time for them in the ring, and they need to develop themselves over the
Mhm.
years. Like Jack Perry was good when he started with the Jungle Boy gimmick. Got a
Mhm.
bit stale after a while because it was the not a comedy gimmick, but it was a more child related gimmick than what was in AEW, and wasn't going to survive long term. That's in my eyes.
Yeah.
That's in my eyes. Um, I don't think that they would survive long term with Jack Perry and Jungle Boy being a tag team. And yes, you had them for a few years, and yes, they did win titles, but I don't think they did really well with separating Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus at the time.
Mhm.
I think what happened there was that yes, it was smart to put Luchasaurus with Christian, but it left Jack Perry hanging for a while.
Yeah.
And then his heel turn didn't really work.
No.
It didn't work as well as planned. I think him going to Japan now has been a smart move. Let
Agree.
him work New Japan, let him build the character, the heel character up, especially after the feud, like the fallout with the Punk situation. Let him build himself up there. Let him have that excursion, as they say, and come back and just be a new heel, like the proper heel that he should have been from the start. So
Yeah.
we get Joe going to the commentary team and joining commentary for the first match, which is Penta versus Hangman. Solid back and forth match. Started out a bit slow
It did.
for my liking.
Yeah.
Picked up towards the end. Definitely the end of the match was better in my eyes.
The last couple minutes, it did.
I thought the match flow right at the start was a bit awkward because you obviously had Hangman trying to focus on Joe and stuff like that, and they were trying to sell that, but I think it needed to focus more on the match. As I said, Penta's always great in the ring. Hangman takes out the win on this one with a buckshot. What did you think of the match overall?
It was a good match. The last 3 to 5 minutes, they picked it up because, like you said, I agree, it did start out pretty slow.
Yeah,
and they picked it up, and I enjoyed the match. I really did. Penta's always has a great match.
yeah. After that, we go backstage with Orange Cassidy, basically confirming that he's going to have a title match for the international title against Roddy Strong at Revolution, which is on March 3rd. But as he said, that's about 5-6 weeks away. So he's still going to keep up his appearances, and he's throwing out basically a challenge for the weekend of. Is it on Rampage? They're having.
Yes, the challenge is going to be a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
Commander, Kip Saban, Butcher,
Yeah.
and
Vikingo, was it? I think it was
the
Vikingo.
Yes. Yeah.
And then he'll face the winner on Collision,
Yes,
I believe.
for Orange's title.
Orange is definitely a workhorse in this company. The international title is definitely a workhorse title. I see it being a title that someone who gets it has to work hard to defend it. I think he might be right. The comment might be right.
Yeah.
At Revolution, we get a new champ.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of interference.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're going to get a lot of interference. I also think we're going to see Trent Beretta turning on Orange Cassidy.
It could happen at Revolution too.
They've been hinting it over the past few weeks. They've been giving little hints. And you look today at the end of the match, which comes up later. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But there's another hint there. So who knows? Could we have a new champ at Revolution? What are your thoughts, Stephen?
Yeah, I think we're going to have a new champion at Revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that basically we get all new champions coming soon?
It depends on what Tony Khan's booking at Revolution.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Because he always books matches the last minute.
That is true. But we've got about 5-6 weeks to go, and we already know that Orange Cassidy is going to go against Roderick Strong. Sting and Darby are teaming up to take on the Young Bucks. We don't have a world title match confirmed yet, but I'm pretty sure I have an idea of how that's going to go down. And we'll see how things go from there, I guess. Next segment was Nicholas and Matthew backstage arriving to the arena, throwing their best Vince McMahon impersonation across, and then confronting Top Flight, saying, "Are they late?" I think this is obviously a play on what they've been accused of, and I think it's a smart move by the Young Bucks to kind of lean into it. What do you think?
They might have a match between Top Flight and Young Bucks probably before the pay-per-view.
I think before the pay-per-view we're going to get a couple of matches, and I think, yes, you are right, Young Bucks versus Top Flight.
Yeah, this be a good match.
With the Young Bucks obviously winning and securing their "we are the EVPs" sort of situation. I think they're going to play into that character really well, and it's going to kind of be like the corporation, but without everyone in the corporation sort of situation.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree. It's going to be a great match with Top Flight and the Young Bucks.
Next up, we got Wardlow versus Trent.
Yep.
And this is where I was talking about the end of the match, where we see we get Wardlow winning via the powerbomb, looking very dominant. Not as dominant as he was previously, where he was just beating the crap out of local independents.
For the record, that is the longest Wardlow match I've ever seen in my entire life.
Definitely was a longer match for Wardlow this time around. We got him winning via the powerbomb, and then at the end of the match, we get him looking to fight with the with Orange Cassidy and Best Friends until Roddy and the Kingdom pulled him back. And then at the end of that, that's where we get Trent pushing Orange away. What do you think they're teasing here? What do you think's going down?
I really believe we might see a Trent Beretta heel turn, though.
Yeah.
At Revolution. He's going to cost Orange title.
Do you think it's Revolution or do you think it's earlier?
I think it's going to be at Revolution. I think they're going to keep it at the suspense at pay-per-view.
Yeah. I think you're probably right there. I think that Revolution, we're going to have Ice Orange hitting the orange punch, but you'll have Trent cost him the match.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll have the interference from the Kingdom, but I think that he'll go for the orange punch, he'll hit it, but that's where Trent costs him the match and then costs him the title.
Now will Trent join with Roderick Strong's the Undisputed Kingdom?
I don't think he joins the Undisputed Kingdom. I think he just goes and goes on the, well, you were a champion, I want to be, why did I never get an opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
The sort of the jealousy tirade. The jealousy tirade of my best friend's been it, or one of my best friends has been the champion, and I never got that opportunity to face them.
There's another thing to mention too. If Trent turns heel, what will happen to Chuck Taylor? He's recovering from ankle surgery.
Yeah, well, that's another question. Do we have that? Do we have Chuck Taylor siding with Trent, or does he side with Orange Cassidy? And like you have that sort of situation again. It throws so many avenues for the story to go. Obviously, then you have the Danhausen situation as well.
In which he's not been on TV, I don't know how long. I thought he's healthy.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Danhausen and Orange Cassidy be a tag team taking on Trent Beretta and Chuck.
Yeah, that'd be a good match.
I think that would be really good. You could have a feud between those guys and then just see where it goes from there.
Mm-hmm. Change their name, Best Friends, to something else.
Bitter enemies.
Yeah.
As they say, the best friends make bitter enemies. We went to Deonna Purrazzo and Toni Storm having a face-to-face sit-down. I think that the way this was done was absolutely amazing. I really liked the fact that we got the half black and white, half color situation. What I think would have been more hilarious is if you had Renee right in the middle, half black and white and half color.
That would be funny.
It would have been perfect for the visuals. But I also understand her being off to the side towards Deonna a bit more to keep in line with the AEW sort of scenario. Loving what Toni Storm's doing here. I think she's doing brilliantly. Love the fact that they're playing on Toni being mentally ill. They're saying that she's mentally ill, and that she is not just and that Deonna was one of her best friends at the time, and that they had matching tattoos.
Yeah,
and we got the throwing of the shoe.
What cracks me up is what Toni Storm, the way she says about the word tattoo.
Yeah.
It
sounded like tits too. It sounded like tits too. But yes, you're not wrong. The way she said that. I think that Toni Storm has built this character amazingly. I agree with what ABJ said. I'm worried that when they have this match, does Tony lose the timeless Tony Storm factor? I hope they don't.
I hope they don't either. It's been a great character.
Yeah. I think that Tony Storm playing this character is really good. I think that if they are going to blow it off, let her build this character so that she has the insane and then gets checked into rehab, like a rehab situation, and you have her take a few months off and then come back and be like, what the fuck did I go through? Like, I went through hell and I lost my title. I lost myself. And Deanna, you're here now. You're the champion, and I respect that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a question I did want to ask. Do you think that Deanna is going to take the belt from Tony?
No.
You don't think that's going to happen?
No. I think Tony's keeping the belt warm for Jamie Hayter.
ABJ brought it up on his show. Do you think that that's going to put Deanna in a bad light in regards to the to coming in, being a hot free agent, coming in and losing directly after taking a title match?
Well, look what happened to Taya Valkyrie.
Taya Valkyrie, Ruby Soho, quite a few others, to be honest. I think if they're going to do that, I think Deanna is the only one that is strong enough to take the belt and hold it and put it against any other competitors that come into play.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she is, because you'll have Serena Deeb back. You've got, you're going to have, obviously, Britt Baker will come back eventually.
If she decides to come back from watching from social media.
I think that you're obviously going to have Jamie Hayter come back, but they might save that towards All In, which I think is probably a better move. If you're going to do that, you need to put the belt on Hayter at All In, though.
Yep, that would be a great match, buddy. And I think Peraza might lose, and she may turn heel.
But that's the problem we have there, is that Toni Storm's supposed to be the heel.
But the fans love her, though.
The fans love the gimmick. The fans love it, but she's also supposed to be a heel.
Yep.
So she's supposed to be your classic villain.
Yep. But the fans love her, though.
Your 1950s villain. I don't know where you go after that if that's the case. Like,
maybe Thunder Rosa.
I get keeping the belt on Toni Storm to have Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter in Wembley.
That's all I was thinking.
But then where do you... Because Mariah May's obviously going to turn face eventually and take a shot at Tony.
I think Mariah May's from England, is she?
I believe so.
Maybe a triple threat.
But how do you... Because if Mariah doesn't... Like, if Deanna doesn't win it and Mariah doesn't win it, then who else do you put in there to be a viable contender until such time as you've got Jamie Hayter back?
Well, Thunder Rosa's been seeming to get more matches as of late.
Yeah.
So might as well bring her up too.
Could work. Next up, we had Moxley backstage shooting the shit. Basically saying he's sick and tired of the bullshit, and that AEW is supposed to be the best wrestling company in the world, and that he's here to prove that. Kind of liked that he was shooting straight from the hip on this one.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
I wonder what they're going to do with Mox, because what's next for Mox, because he's been beating everybody since he when he's winning his matches. I'm trying to say I'm tongue twisted here.
Yeah.
But who would you want to see Mox wrestle?
See, Mox can do anything and can fight anyone. I think the thing about Mox is he's earned his stripes. He doesn't need to be put in a world title position at the moment. Give the dude a break in that regard. But
yeah, he needs vacation.
Use him as a proving ground for the younger talent.
Mm-hmm.
Use him for people like Private Party, like Action Andretti, Top Flight, all that sort of stuff. Use him as a proving ground. Build your divisions in that regard.
For the record, I sure don't want to be Lee Moriarty.
No. No. I think that's another thing. We've had he's facing Lee Moriarty on Rampage. So build Moriarty. Build the younger talent through Moxley. Give them an unscripted win.
Yeah, Mox wrestled Shane Taylor on Collision, so
yeah, give him the unscripted win. Don't just let Mox beat the crap out of them. Maybe do it so that, for example, using Lee Moriarty, maybe have Mox beat the absolute snot out of him, and then turn around and be like, I want to earn your respect, and be trying to challenge him constantly and Mox beats him down for a couple of weeks, and then he gets the sneaky win out of it, sort of thing, or something like that. Like earn the respect.
Yeah, they also think they'll bring back the ratings system and all that. Get more matches to get more of the ratings up, wins wise.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, we had Taya Valkyrie and Johnny TV backstage, where Taya called out Deonna Purrazzo
for hair almost matches her jacket.
Give me 2 seconds, Stephen.
Sorry.
Can you just take over for 2 seconds?
Sure. Hi, YouTube land. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight.
I apologize for that.
It's all right.
Thank you for taking over for that short period of time. Interruptions. That's all I'll say.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Taya Valkyrie challenges Deonna Purrazzo for next week on Dynamite. Yes, you're right. Her hair was very similar to their jackets.
Mm-hmm.
First time we've seen Taya Valkyrie in a long time. I know she's been on ROH.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she's sticking more now or they're going to bring them more to the AEW brand? Do you think they're going to bring them across, or
it's going to be a good match though, Deonna and Taya?
You're not wrong. Like those two who worked in Impact back in the day, they worked in Impact together. So I could see this going either way. I think it would be, obviously we're going to have Tony Storm out there watching the match and potentially getting involved. Keeping her tits up, probably keeping her tits up and her chin out and throwing a shoe somewhere.
Probably put her on a commentary booth. It'd be funny.
Yeah. Let's go to the next match, which probably, unfortunately for one guy in this match, was the worst match of the show.
Yes.
Swerve versus Jeff Hardy.
Jeff looked horrible.
Sorry?
He looked horrible.
Can we just acknowledge here that Swerve was like the guy that has been working for the company for a while, but there's an old man that's been working there since day one, and you can tell the old man just has checked out and doesn't give a rat's ass anymore. And
Swerve Carrigan, man.
they were put together, and the younger guy is working while the old man is just slacking off. And that's what Jeff Hardy was. Jeff Hardy looked like he was just fucking slacking off.
He don't look like he's sober before he came to the ring.
Like, is it me or is it bad that when he's not sober, he looks better in the ring?
Yeah.
Like,
he don't look good tonight, though.
He looked fucking terrible tonight. He looked absolutely terrible. I saw it and I'm like, he looks like he doesn't want to be there.
He wrestled Darby on Rampage, and they were teasing. Jeff was teasing the heel turn. Didn't shake his hand or nothing, something like that.
What I'm thinking is that they're using it to tease the Hardys' heel turn, because you did get Matt interfering in the match as well. But at some point, you got to pay it off.
Yep.
At some point, you have to pay off the heel turn. You can't just tease it and tease it and tease it. You have to pay it off. If you're going to tease the Hardys turning heel, just do it already. They've earned their bloody stripes. Like, make them the heels.
What's the hold up?
Like, you've got plenty of teams you can stick them against.
Yeah. Well, heck, they were teasing with the promo with them and Private Party. You know, they're kind of teasing the match or something, didn't they? Like a couple weeks ago or so.
I think so, yeah.
So go that route.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Matt and Jeff were originally working with Isaiah Cassidy anyway.
Yeah.
So why the hell not tease a Hardys versus Private Party sort of situation?
Mm-hmm.
Why not build once again, use your older guys or your more experienced guys to create a scenario where you can build up your younger talent and your younger talent can showcase.
Yeah.
This is what AEW was doing well right at the start. They were showcasing their younger talent. People hadn't heard of a lot of this talent.
Mm-hmm.
And they were using the bigger names to draw the younger names out.
Yep.
And whether they sank or swam was a different story. Most of them were able to swim. A few sank. A few fell into storylines with Cody where he just sucked the whole fucking air out of the room.
Yeah.
And because he didn't want to turn heel and everybody wanted him to turn heel.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's bitching about how everybody's on fucking social media bitching about how Tony had CM Punk and Cody Rhodes and had the potential for a massive feud with them, but didn't do anything. And that's because at the time, nobody fucking wanted Cody to be in a massive feud.
Well,
people wanted Cody to be a heel. They wanted him to be the bad guy. They wanted him to run amok.
in which Cody refused to be a heel, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Cody pretty much not being the company man.
Cody, yes, I get it. Cody was one of the founders of the company, and I'm not going to deny his history in that. And him, the Young Bucks, Kenny, Hangman, a few others created this company, but Cody didn't play fucking ball at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he could have been the biggest heel in the company. You could have worked. You could have then put him into a massive feud with the new guy, CM Punk, who was the hottest guy in the room.
And right now, CM Punk's taking over Cody's spotlight.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Punk's happy being back in WWE.
No, but
I
what you
believe
thought, though.
I clearly think he's there for the paycheck,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think he's actually happy being back there.
Yeah, I can see that. Probably because of more dates and all that and everything, and more house shows.
Like the dude, I don't know if you've seen the pictures of that they put out with him and how photoshopped his face is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they photoshopped the shit out of his eyes. It's like his eyes are not that blue. What the hell? Anyway,
Yeah.
back to the match.
Yes.
Swerve wins via the Swerve Stomp. I think that Swerve got screwed in this match because we didn't get a payoff to what the Hardys were trying to do.
Yeah, got mad at ringside, which he didn't really, not a factor though, but
Yeah. We then go backstage with Hangman. Swerve interrupts. We get it announced that next week they're going to have what they're calling Dealer's Choice, where they each get to pick the matches for for who they face.
so it's kind of like a pick your poison match.
Basically, Swerve gets to pick for Hangman, and Hangman gets to pick for Swerve.
Mm-hmm. What do you think where they're going to go? As far as picks wise?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, and I don't really. I think this is where I see this going, and this is where you're going to probably not want it to go. I see this ending with a triple threat at Revolution, for where Samoa Joe is facing both of them at Revolution.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It could happen, but
I think what happens is Samoa Joe wins and keeps his belt,
mm-hmm.
but then you push Swerve to face him at Double or Nothing.
Could happen. But man, triple threat though.
Yeah.
Kind of figured Heyman versus Swerve at Revolution, and then Swerve versus like you said, at Double or Nothing. But
yeah,
triple threat would be a pretty good match for if it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think what happens is I think that if we get a triple threat, Swerve doesn't get pinned. Swerve doesn't get pinned. Hangman's the one that gets pinned or submitted.
Mm-hmm.
Swerve comes out later or the next week on Dynamite and says, I wasn't pinned, I wasn't submitted. I want you one-on-one.
Yeah. So what will happen after Heyman gets pinned?
Obviously, Hangman goes to the back of the fucking rubbish bin and stays back there for a while. And yeah.
You think they're going to do a Heyman heel turn? No.
Hangman's still over with the crowd. As much as we may see a difference, Hangman still has a majority of the crowd.
Yeah.
Swerve has a massive majority because of his theme and the dance, but Hangman is definitely still over with the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Hangman doesn't have go away heat. He has just don't be in a title feud heat.
Just it seems like Heyman is not getting good fan response as of late from different cities, though.
He's definitely not getting the super strong response he was getting, but he's getting the response. He's still getting a good cheer, especially when you put him in there against people that like Jeff Hardy and other people. He was getting more of if like Swerve obviously got the response today with Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. But what's your predictions for opponents for next week?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I think that Swerve will probably go someone from the embassy.
Don't see Mox.
I think Swerve's going to put Hangman against Brian Cage. And I think that Hangman will put Swerve against someone strong as well, either Moxley or if Suzuki's still in the country, Suzuki.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah. Just give them someone that is obviously, but give them both strong opponents so that they
I was
can.
thinking somebody from the BCC.
You're thinking BCC?
Yeah.
Yes and no. I don't actually. Brian's in Japan next in a couple of weeks because he's facing Zack Sabre Jr.
Well, Claudio's already faced Heyman in Jacksonville, so that leaves him out.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think Moxley's in Japan. I think Moxley's still here. So.
No, he's wrestling Naito in Chicago in February. So
yeah, that's in Chicago, not in.
Yeah, not international. Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got February 11th is the last Will Ospreay match in Japan.
That's gonna be great.
That's gonna be fucking fantastic. That's just
I can't wait for that.
Fantastic.
I'll be holding my two picks like this, watching the match.
Dude, I fell asleep last night watching New Japan because it started at 8:30 and I've just been that bloody tired from work. But yeah, I fell asleep and Anastasia had to come to the lounge room and find out what the hell I was doing. she sent me text messages and I'm like, I didn't respond and I'd fallen asleep on the couch. So, because I was just tired, man. Tired.
Understandable, man. Understandable.
Working 12-hour days and then coming home trying to watch New Japan.
Where's you out?
And then being up early again, it kills you.
Yeah.
It kills you. It's even worse if you live in London because, like, trying to watch any American shows like AEW or WWE, start at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So trying to watch them live is a killer.
Yeah. I wondered England's got Netflix.
Everywhere has Netflix. It's just I don't think it'll. I don't think the agreement with Netflix at the moment is with England or other countries. I think it's just America at the moment, but we will find out more closer to the end of the year. Yeah. Next, we had Thunder Rosa versus Red Velvet.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of this match?
It was a good match. They're building Thunder Rosa big time because she's been wrestling a lot more matches since she's coming back from her back injury.
Yeah.
And I think Thunder Rosa is going to get somebody, either Tony Storm or Julia Hart, one of the two.
Yeah.
But
I think it's probably going to go to she's going to more go towards Julia.
Yeah. Because Julia needs the opponent. That'd be a good opponent for Julia.
I think Thunder Rosa outshone Red Velvet in this match. Red Velvet always seems to look like she's struggling in the ring.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. She just always looks like she's struggling in the ring, in my opinion.
I didn't like the finish of the match, though, from Thunder Rosa, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a slam, though. It's not like her pile driver type finisher that she usually does.
Yeah. Apparently she's calling it the tequila power bomb or something. I don't know, some bullshit. But she won the match via pinfall. Next up was everybody's favorite crash test dummy and Sting in the ring. So Darby and Sting. Darby talking about how when Sting first came to the company, he went to Sting's house and said he's still got it, blah, blah, blah. Then said that he wants to go for a tag team title match against Big Bill and Ricky Starks. Gives Sting the microphone. Sting says he's all in, basically confirming that they want an opportunity at the tag team titles.
Mm-hmm.
This segment was booked absolutely poorly.
Yes.
This was booked right before a commercial break.
Yeah.
And after the commercial break, we get Big Bill and Ricky Starks backstage confirming that they will accept the challenge and that Sting and Darby will take on Big Bill and Ricky Starks for the AEW tag team titles in 2 weeks' time. Absolutely piss poor booked segment. An absolutely piss poor booked segment.
Yeah.
Should have been just one segment, not two.
Yeah.
Should have had Big Bill and Ricky Starks
come to the ring,
come out to the stage and basically say yes. And that should have been it.
Instead of Big Bill saying, "Oh, thank you for acknowledging us."
I mean, I get the promo idea. You could have done that. You could have continued with that, but had it on stage instead of backstage, rather than the bullshit that they gave us there.
Talk to them face to face.
Yeah, give them the live crowd. Like, it could have worked.
Yeah.
Instead, we got two segments here for something that should have been a one segment, maybe 10 minutes at max, rather than split it over two segments.
Do you think they're going to put this a triple threat tag match?
No. What I think
not.
What I think is, unfortunately, that Sting and Darby are going to win the tag titles, and then you're going to have the Young Bucks take the tag titles off them at the pay-per-view.
Yep.
And it's shit that it's that predictable, but that's what I see happening.
I think part of the reason why they're giving the tag titles to Sting and Darby is I think Ricky Starks' contract's getting close to expire.
Yeah, and look, I think if he goes, good on him for going. Like,
Cody's really
the dude has potential.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be huge in WWE if he goes there, but I think he has potential to be a top star in NXT and a mid-card star on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I don't see him going anywhere near a world title.
No.
I see him going for possibly a US or Intercontinental title, and that's about it.
I just don't think wrestling companies really don't know how they can book Ricky Starks as of late, can't they?
The problem is he has the charisma of The Rock, but when you have The Rock, you don't need someone like Ricky Starks.
It's like the cruiserweight version of The Rock.
Yeah. NWA fit him to cut his teeth.
Yeah.
Impact would be great for him. AEW could have been great for him, had potential when he was feuding on Collision with Punk. But Punk went out the window, so there went Starks' push.
Yeah, Cody's been wanting him to go to E, though. He's been pushing him to go to E.
But the problem is he'll fall into the same bucket.
Yeah.
He might get a mid-card run and a mid-card title, but that's where he's going to stay. He ain't going to ever get a world title shot.
No.
The only reason he got the world title shot is because on Collision, Punk saw in him something good. And yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good character.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's got good mic skills too. He's got good on promos.
Yeah, but the problem is that he falls into I bought The Rock on Wish.
Yeah.
And almost 20 years too late.
Yeah. I can see
That's
The
what
Rock looking at him say, "Thanks a lot for you're analyzing me."
Don't get me wrong. I like the guy. I think he's
Yeah.
a good worker. I think he's talented. I just
He
don't
is.
think he has that potential. Like, I think he is I bought The Rock off Wish or Temu.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone clips that and it ends up on TikTok or going viral, then so fucking be it. And if Ricky Starks wants to come at me, come on the show and I'll fucking have it. I'll tell you that straight, Ricky Starks.
Here's a challenge, Ricky.
I've already put out the challenge to Taylor Swift, but she's ignored me. So
go as the Instagram.
Fucking imagine we get Taylor Swift and Ricky Starks on here.
Taylor Swift will hurt your ears with her singing.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's a whole nother debacle that's going to end up getting us cancelled. Congratulations, Stephen. I will not be seeing you next week.
Oh.
Stephen is cancelled because he said that. I may or may not agree with him. Next up, the second to last match of the show, Mogul Embassy versus the Acclaimed for the AEW's trio title. I still do not like the new theme that the Bullet Club Gold has.
The Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Don't get me wrong, that faction, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just give Bullet Club their old theme.
Yeah.
Give the Bullet Club their old theme. They fucking suit it, and have the Acclaimed keep their theme and keep their attitude and stuff. But the Bang Bang Scissor Gang works. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. I wonder what will happen to Juice Robinson when he comes back.
Well, he's out for at least another 6 months or so, isn't he?
I don't know how long though, but
give me a sec. I'll do some research on that one. Juice Robinson injury. What happened to him? Currently out of action with a back injury that requires surgery. And that was as of November 2022.
So he could be out for a while then, that back injury.
Not sure when he got the back injury, but timetable he's done in the ring for over a year. And that was in November.
He's going to be out for a while then.
So yeah, he's out for at least another.
Probably won't be seeing him until 2025.
Yeah.
It's a great match though. The Acclaim and the Embassy.
The Mogul Embassy was a good match. Obviously, the Acclaimed win here with the help of the Bang Bang Gang.
Put Prince through a table. Yep,
get Prince Nana put through a table. We got a return to Max Caster giving us some rap disses. We got a return to that.
Prince Nana.
On Prince Nana. All in all, a good match in my eyes.
Yeah.
Obviously, Acclaim keep their belts, and you got the Bang Bang Scissor Gang all together. Kind of have to go with Ricky's comment here, asking who the hell is watching AEW Saturday? All eyes are on the Rumble.
3 letters, DVR.
I won't be watching either because I'll be at work. So,
not DVR Collision.
I'll be at work. I won't be watching either of them. But yes, I believe that AEW is definitely going to suffer on that one. They're going to be suffering because people are going to be watching the Rumble to see who enters it. And before anybody says, MJF is not entering the fucking Royal Rumble.
No.
MJF signed a contract to an extension of his contract back before he won the world title.
Yeah.
Kayfabe was kept alive because that's what they wanted to do. Does Sasha go back to the WWE? Do I care if she does? Fuck no.
All elite.
If she does, good on her.
All elite.
If she does, she does. I don't care.
Mercedes is all elite, but I can see Trinity back in the E though.
Yeah. Or do we get a swerve there and she turns up at the same time as Mercedes?
There you
go. Could Tony pull a fucking swift one on us?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Trinity or fucking Sasha, but
I know I've been saying this. You've been saying this too. She ain't getting Charlotte money.
No, I can see them definitely capitalizing on their momentum.
Yeah.
On those two. Next up, we got to the main event, which was Minoru Suzuki versus Adam Copeland.
Solid match as usual. Every Suzuki match is solid.
Suzuki matches are always brutal. They are always intense. They are the matches that just, you know that someone's going to get hurt, whether they intend to or not. But Suzuki took it to Copeland. Was it good? Yes. Was it what I expected from them? No. I expected a lot more hard hitting. I like the spot where they broke the barricade. I thought it could have been done a little better.
Yeah.
I expected a bit more hard hitting action. Would I like to see them go again? Maybe in the future, but not like next week.
No.
Maybe chuck them on in the future. Have Suzuki come back and get that win. Yes, Suzuki got his entrance tonight.
Yep.
He got his whole theme played. Didn't cut it off halfway through. Copeland wins this match with the kill switch.
Cage's finisher.
Yep. He used Christian's finisher. We get Christian watching the show from backstage. As Kai brought up, not on this chat, but earlier, we got Christian actually watching the TV like a normal wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Not watching it from the side, not watching it from a fucking weird angle, actually watching it like a proper wrestling fan. That says to me AEW are aiming to take little things back to what they were previously.
Hey, Ricky, you tell Suzuki to stop wrestling and see what happens to you.
Murder Grandpa will murder. Murder Grandpa has that name for a reason. Suzuki is a guy, if you were to get on his bad side, then you don't want to see him in a dark alley. But if you're getting jumped in a dark alley, he's the guy that's going to fuck people up.
Yeah.
He's the guy you want on your side because he will fuck people up.
Him or Haku.
Yeah. But Murder Grandpa is also known as one of the sweetest fucking wrestlers that you will ever meet.
Yeah.
I know people that have met him and they've said he is the absolute sweetest person that you will meet.
Yeah.
But get on his bad side, he will fuck you up.
Yeah, I believe it.
Genuinely. People look at wrestlers and see them as big, tough guys. He's a dude who will legitimately fuck you up and not in a good way.
How old is Zuki? He's got to be well in his 50s, about 55.
He's well north of 50. Minoru Suzuki was born in 1968, making him 55 years old.
Yep.
So he's
Same age
older.
as Yuji Nagata.
Which, speaking of that, Nagata wrestling on Collision.
Yep.
Against Danielson. We're getting more crossover from Japan.
Could be a good scientific match.
Yeah. All in all, that's the show in regards to what we saw tonight.
But also, I'm looking forward to that cage match.
He looks terrible for 55. You're not wrong, but he also looks better than some of the guys that are out there that were out there at the age of 55.
He looks the same as 10 years ago.
Ric Flair at the age of 55 looked horrible. Hulk Hogan at the age of 55 looked horrible.
Brother.
Sting at the age of north of 60 looks horrible in the ring.
But there's also
and that's coming from a guy who thinks Sting is one of the greatest in the world of wrestling.
Well, how can you tell Sting, as far as age-wise, with all that makeup he has in his face?
The makeup's aged as well.
Yeah,
the makeup has aged as well. Like, there's not a lot of people north of 50 that look good in the ring, and there's even a lot of people north of 40 who don't look good in the ring. And Christian's one of those fucking people that looks fucking fantastic in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And look at his age.
Yeah,
you look at him and compare him and Copeland. Christian looks fucking fantastic. Copeland looks great. But Christian looks fucking fantastic. Underneath that turtleneck, he is harboring a six-pack that looks...
Christian's 50.
And Christian looks fucking solid.
Well, another thing to mention, Billy Gunn is in his 60s.
Yeah. You got Billy Gunn, who's in his 60s. Yeah. I think he's, 63?
I think so.
Let me have a look.
And he's still going.
Billy Gunn, he is 60. He was born in November 63.
Yeah, 60 years old. There you go.
Yeah. And he still looks good for his age.
Yeah.
Look, there's some wrestlers who can still go, and then there's some that should have thrown it in a long time ago. Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, two of the names that should have thrown the towel in a long, long time before they did.
Man, Jeff Hardy's only 46.
Jeff Hardy's 46, Matt Hardy's 46, and they both look like they're fucking nearly crippled.
60 years old.
They look like they're nearly crippled. They look like...
Yeah.
Like, did you see the video of him going for the whisper in the wind
on the barricade there?
Where he jumps off of Matt and he just fucking collapses into the opponent.
Yeah.
Like,
that botch, yeah.
The guys can't go anymore.
No.
They're not as good as they used to be.
No. That was terrible.
You're not wrong. It is crazy that Billy does not look like he's 60.
Billy doesn't look like he's aged, to be honest with you.
Oh, he looks like he's aged, but that's because you look at his kids. You look at his kids, and they're not even around the age he was during Attitude Era.
Yeah.
So
the Gun's like 21.
What they're going to be like when they hit his age of Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm. They're Austin's 29. Okay.
Yeah, well, there you go. Austin's close to his age.
Yeah.
But I think that we're at the point now, the older they are, a lot of them can't go. Like the Hardys definitely can't go. You can see that it's taken their toll on them. Mm-hmm. with Billy Gunn, the way he works, because he works in a trios, it's taking a lot less of a toll on his body. Dustin Rhodes, another example, north of 50, but still puts on fucking fantastic matches when he's in the ring.
Yeah. I forgot about Dustin.
Yeah. There you go. Austin looks like Billy when he was in the Smoking Guns. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. He's at that point. They're at that point that they're getting to the point where Attitude Era Billy Gunn is going to come into their into play with them, and it's now pushing them to be that Attitude Era with the Bullet Club Gold. And I think the Bullet Club Gold was an absolute fucking great step for them.
Yeah.
I thought they were getting go away heat when they were first feuding with the Acclaimed, but when they joined Bullet Club Gold, it's changed their dynamic so much.
Makes you wonder how long it's going to last, though.
The problem is us wrestling fans are fickle as fuck, and in this day and age, we want instant gratification. We want the instant turn. We want the instant fucking story. We want everything now.
Yeah.
We don't want to wait for it because we've been given that. Axel, no, I have not played that. I might look into it, though.
I'm so looking forward to the elimination steel cage match on Collision.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to February 11th with New Japan.
Same here.
For the first steel cage in well over 20 years.
And not only that, it's the last of Will Ospreay's match in New Japan.
I think it's going to be bloody. I think it's going to be brutal. And I think it's going to be fucking amazing.
It will be.
But Anastasia will still complain there's no fire.
I'll be definitely up for that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what's your Royal Rumble prediction?
Royal Rumble, hey?
Yeah.
We want to talk Royal Rumble now. We're going to talk Royal Rumble now. This is an AEW post show, but we're going to talk Royal Rumble.
I'll talk about it for a couple minutes if you want to.
Yeah, why not?
I think Punk's going to win it for the men.
I think you've got a problem with the fact of Rollins being injured.
I think the Rollins injury is delayed in the Priest cash-in.
I think what they're doing is similar to what ABJ said, is they're holding off and seeing how he goes up to a few weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll see how he's going. If in a few weeks' time he's still not able to do things, then I think they'll pull the trigger and be like, "No, we're changing the plans." And I think we'll find out pretty quickly at Royal Rumble if plans have changed.
Yeah.
Because I was originally going to say, unfortunately, I was going to say it's probably going to be Cody that wins
2 in a row.
I think WWE did the smart thing, throwing a curveball for Rollins and having Gunther come out on Monday. I think that was a smart move because I think what they did there is it switched people. It went, hold on, this guy's been a champion for this long. He's entering the Royal Rumble and now he could win it. You look at what he did last year. He could be a contender.
Yeah.
And if you do that, that's a smart damn move.
I don't know if Gunther will get the heavyweight title, though. I just can't,
I think if Rollins has to vacate, I think Gunther goes into a title match.
If Roman can't defend the title in 3 months. He's never lost the title. Vacate the title.
Yeah, but that's Roland. That's Roman. Sorry,
I know. I'm just saying.
Roman is the blueprint of a part-timer. Roman has turned into everything he said he wasn't going to be.
I would make Cody earn it, man. Have him start number 1 instead of 30 last year.
The problem is that Cody repeating, it does nothing for the story.
No.
The story should have ended at WrestleMania last year.
That's the reason I was aiming for Punk to win.
I think if Cody wins, I think what happens is you have the problem of if The Rock wants it, he's got his match at WrestleMania.
Yep.
And it'll be Cody Roman at WrestleMania. It won't be, not Cody Roman, it will be Rock Roman at WrestleMania.
Certain wrestling reporter, I'm not going to name any name, said that it would be a triple threat. Roman, Cody, and The Rock.
No fucking point.
Nope.
Because while Rock and Roman doesn't need a world title, it screams money.
Yep.
And people will pay for it. And if you try to, and this is the problem, everybody said that if Cody didn't win at Mania last year, he was going to win at SummerSlam last year.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get Cody versus Roman at SummerSlam last year? No.
Nope.
I don't think Roman's dropping the belt anytime soon. I really don't. I think they want him to break Hogan's record. I don't think they're going to push him to the point where he breaks Sammartino's record.
They're not going to touch it 2,600 days.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to push it to that, but I think they will willingly push it to him breaking Hogan's record. And I think if they are going to push that, I think what they will do is Hogan said he has on Monday said he has one more match in him. Roman versus Hogan on the day of the record. Roman wins, keeps the belt, and keeps the record, and gets the record.
Another thing to mention about Hogan, though, they got new merch for Hogan at the shop. And then, another thing to note is that Raw Monday is going to be in Tampa, Hogan's hometown, so Hogan may show up also there too.
Honestly, I don't know what to think of the Rumble's going to happen this week.
Who you got for the women? I'm picking Bailey. Set up Becky versus Io.
I honestly don't know. I really haven't kept up with it enough to give my honest opinion on it.
That's fine. But I do think we see Jay Cargill at the Rumble, though.
No, Hogan does not cost Roman the belt. I think that what happens is when we're getting close to the day, we have a Roman versus Hogan match as a one-off, because it's going to make a fuck ton of money.
Please note, guys, Hogan had back surgery and he also had hip replacement.
Yeah.
So there ain't no way that he's going to,
But I don't know. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to be like, I'm not going to go too much into that because I don't watch enough WWE to really comment on it at the moment.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
I can't really give my predictions on something I don't really watch.
That's fine, man.
But look, if I was home and not working, I'd probably watch the Rumble. Do I think there are going to be any major surprises? No.
I think we might get some NXT call-ups in the Rumble.
I think if we're going to have any major surprises, it will probably If it is anyone, it is Trinity.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going
Or-
to get anyone bigger than that.
Roman's got a smile on his face, so we might have another member of the bloodline to help out to retain possibly the Royal Rumble.
You reckon?
Yep.
You reckon?
Yeah. Have another member at the bloodline.
Let's fucking hope not.
There'll be another one.
Let's fucking hope not, and let's end this fucking bloodline story.
And I agree.
4 years too late. 4
Like they
years
did
too
another one,
fucking
don't they?
late. Anyway, my friend, I'm going to bid everyone in this chat adieu.
Okay.
And we are going to get out of here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate every single one of you coming and supporting the show.
Thank
If you
you,
like
everybody.
what you hear, we are usually here weekly. There will be some times where we're not here weekly and we are off for specific reasons. Sometimes we'll also do other shows that we can try and cover. We might, depending how things go and time-wise and if I'm working or not, will depend on if we do a New Japan show for New Beginning, but we'll see.
See what
Other
happens.
than that, thank you, everyone, for joining in. Thank you for your comments. If you like what you hear, click that button on wherever you're watching. If you'll see there's other people that I support as well. Go follow them as well. And we will see you next time.